Oh my God. Homeschooling is something I've done personally. I mean, I have a mixed experience with it. I've done it for some time actually. Both of my older two children were homeschooled for much of the sort of schooling time. Now they're in mainstream schools. I think if I were to give one piece of advice, I would say don't start too early. I think most people, they have children and they're already on the wavelength of actually and that's because their motivation is highest when you first have children. You don't want to make mistakes, obviously, and then what you do is you take them out, you keep them at home, and you want to homeschool them. But what I learned from my experience, and what I've seen in other people's experiences, is they go through something called burnout. For 7 years, while the children are their youngest, they've tried to homeschool them, and it's been so tiring, it's been so difficult. They've had other children, and then they've felt guilty about not educating the older children. By the time the children are at the age where actually this theoretically would be the time to teach them, let's say 6 or 7 years old, they're burnt out. And that's when often they'll have to give up and put them in mainstream schooling, and they haven't even felt the benefits of homeschooling. So my advice, actually counterintuitively, is with the younger children, when your children are younger, they're at nurseries and reception, let them go to mainstream schools. Find a good school, find one that you agree with, and because the reality is most people, children at that age, they're not really going to be learning formally anyway. You can't teach a 4-year-old by sitting down. So what they're going to be learning at school is going to be much more productive than what they'll probably do at home. But when the children are older and you feel then you're able to provide them a good education, I would suggest that's the time to start your homeschooling. So about 6 or 7.